just walking home. No one knew those would be her final steps. Captured by a street camera, tracked by a predator. What happened next shocked an entire nation. This isn't just a story, it's a chilling reminder of how quickly safety can vanish. Tonight, we dive deep into the haunting case of Sarah Everard, and the moment she vanished, the twisted truth that followed, and disturbing questions that still remain.
Whatever they told me, right, I need to go and pick up girls and give them to them.
Before we begin, make sure to like, subscribe, and share this video. This is Old Casebook, and this is the story of Sarah Everard. In recent days, you may have come across a screenshot of a WhatsApp message circulating online that reads, "Text me when you get home." Over the first and second week of March 2021, this simple message became a viral trend across social media. While most online trends are lighthearted and fleeting, this one was different, tragic, and with the potential for long-lasting impact. What's up, EWU crew? Today, we're diving into a case that has only recently made headlines. One that is both heartbreaking and has touched people across the globe. On March 3rd, 2021, 33-year-old Sarah Everard was last seen walking through Clapham in South London. She was on her way home to Brixton Hill after visiting a friend, just a 50-minute walk from where she lived. Sarah left her friend's house around 9 p.m. and spoke to her boyfriend on the phone during her walk for about 14 minutes. She had chosen well-lit, busy roads for her route, yet she disappeared shortly after.
It is 9:28 p.m. when she is on Cavendish Road.
Originally from York, Sarah worked in London as a marketing executive and was described by her family as kind, thoughtful, caring, and dependable. Friends spoke of her as someone who would always show up when needed, no matter what. She had just been offered a new role as a senior marketing account manager, a job she was excited to begin. Her boyfriend reported her missing on March 4th after she didn't return home the night before. At the time, Sarah was last seen wearing a green rain jacket, navy blue pants with a white diamond pattern, orange and turquoise shoes, a white beanie, and possibly green earphones. In response, London police launched an intensive search operation. They focused their efforts around the area she was last seen, but found no trace. The police also appealed to the public for help, sharing a message on social media. "Have you seen Sarah Everard?" alongside a CCTV image that quickly gained widespread attention. One key piece of footage came from a doorbell camera, showing Sarah walking past at around 9:28 p.m. After that, she vanished. Her parents, Jeremy and Sue, along with her siblings, James and Katie, traveled from York to London to join the search. On March 7th, Scotland Yard's Specialist Crime Command took over due to the growing complexity of the investigation. Police searched around 750 homes in South London, combed through ponds, and inspected drains, hoping to find Sarah. More than 120 calls poured in from the public with possible leads, and sniffer dogs were deployed in the areas Sarah was believed to have walked. But despite the extensive efforts, nothing was found. Then, almost 6 days after her disappearance, at midnight on March 9th, police made 2 arrests. The first arrest in the case was that of a 48-year-old police constable named Wayne Couzens, who was suspected of kidnapping, though no further details were initially released. A second arrest followed, an unnamed woman in her 30s, suspected of assisting an offender. She was later allegedly released on bail. Several news outlets speculated that the woman was Couzens' wife, Eleanor Couzens, a 38-year-old Ukrainian-born British scientist, though it remains unclear what role, if any, Eleanor played in Sarah's disappearance. It wasn't until kidnapping and murder. The revelation that he was a serving police officer was both shocking and deeply disturbing. Authorities clarified that Couzens was not on duty when Sarah went missing, though the working theory suggested he may have used his police ID to lure her in. On March 11th, Couzens was hospitalized with a head injury sustained while in custody. He was treated and released. The very next day, March 12th, he was again taken to the hospital for another head injury, also reportedly sustained in custody, though no further details were provided. Couzens had joined the Metropolitan Police in 2018 and, at the time of the incident, worked in the Parliamentary and the Diplomatic Protection Command, a unit responsible for safeguarding the UK's parliamentary estate and foreign embassies in London. His specific role involved uniformed patrol of diplomatic premises. Additional information has since emerged, including reports from The Guardian, revealing that Couzens was previously suspected in 2 separate incidents of alleged indecent exposure. The Metropolitan Police confirmed these incidents occurred at a London fast food restaurant just 3 days before Sarah went missing. These allegations are now being investigated by the Independent Office for Police Conduct. A post-mortem examination of Sarah's remains is currently underway to determine the cause of death. News of her passing sent shockwaves of horror, grief, and anger across the UK, with much of the outrage focused on the fact that the suspect was a serving officer, someone meant to protect the public. As more details came to light, women across the country began sharing their own experiences of harassment and threatening encounters while simply walking in public spaces. Despite ongoing COVID restrictions, hundreds gathered to mourn Sarah Everard at a vigil, a solemn moment that resonated far beyond her tragic loss. The vigil held in Sarah Everard's memory soon became an event known as Reclaim These Streets, where women who had long felt unsafe in public spaces gathered to honor her. Many carried signs with powerful messages like, "She was just walking home," "Sisters United will never be defeated," and "We are the 97%." A reference to a survey revealing that 97% of women in the UK, aged 18 to 24, have experienced some form of harassment. What began as a peaceful gathering reportedly turned violent when tensions flared between police and protesters, resulting in the arrest of 4 individuals. The police's handling of the situation drew widespread criticism. In response to the growing public outcry over Sarah's kidnapping and murder, British Prime Minister Boris Johnson vowed to take action, promising to make streets safer and ensure women and girls no longer face harassment or abuse.
Although the incidence of some of these serious crimes is not actually going up in the way that you might think, we're having success in getting many crime types down. The problem is,
He later announced the government would more than double its funding for neighborhood safety measures to $62 million, and proposed a new initiative placing plainclothes police officers in bars and nightclubs to discreetly monitor for signs of danger. Sarah's story quickly became symbolic of a much broader issue, one that resonated with women around the world who began sharing their own experiences of fear in public spaces. On social media, women expressed solidarity, exchanged stories, and even shared the everyday precautions they take just to feel safe. Holding keys between their fingers, avoiding headphones, texting friends to confirm they made it home. A screenshot of a simple text, "Text me when you get home XAGS," shared by Lucy Mountain, went viral, becoming a chilling symbol of the modern goodbye among women. For Sarah Everard, that final text was never sent. Public outrage continued to grow, leading to the Independent Office for Police Conduct launching an investigation into police handling of the suspect. Wayne Couzens was remanded in custody and appeared before the Old Bailey via video link on March 16th, dressed in a maroon sweatshirt and gray bottoms, rocking back and forth with a scab visible on his forehead. He confirmed only his name and birth date during the hearing. A plea hearing was scheduled for July 9th, with a provisional trial set for October 25th, expected to last up to 4 weeks. And so, the journey for justice in Sarah Everard's Nye continues.
They told me, right, I need to go and pick up girls and give them to them. Just a couple of names. I was told a place to take her. That's it. That is all I know.
There was a small sense of relief that we had found her body for her family. It then moves the investigation onto a stage where what we need for them is to get answers and, of course, to get justice.
Sarah Everard's story is one that should have never been told, because it should have never happened. She was a daughter, a friend, a woman simply walking home. Her case sparked outrage, fear, and a demand for change. But the question remains, how many more before something truly changes? In remembering Sarah, we remember all the voices that were silenced too soon.
That we all feel about what happened to Sarah. I am so sorry.
If you found this story important, please like, share, and subscribe to Old Casebook. We uncover the cases that must not be forgotten. Until next time, stay safe, stay aware, and never stop asking questions.